So, how many of you have been working your own magics? Okay, you got your own level of intentions, you got your own level of spells, you got your own level of just workings or rituals that you've been undergoing that nobody else has any level of concept to, which I always recommend is something I highly share with my clients is that you should always protect your works from outside eyes because outside influence will affect the intentions, okay? Outside influence will affect the intentions. I want you to take that level of concept and I want you to apply it to some of the other details or suggestions, okay? Details or suggestions that you have been getting around the attributes and activities that you should be doing at this time, right? Like, because the eclipse got a lot of people like, which I'm not saying whenever you have an event that takes place that is outside of the norm or uncharacteristic, it can cause a heightened sense of uncertainty to be propagated throughout the collective. So that's not a deterrent. However, how many times did you undergo, Spirit is saying, let's get through it, right? Spirit is saying, it's on the nose. How many times did you undergo a process or a path that other people was like, yeah, I don't think that you should be doing this, or why are you researching that, or why are you considering doing this? And it turned out to be in your best interest, okay? It turned out to be in your best interest because you pulled yourself away from the herd or the collective mindset, okay? Now, in that space, what did you acquire? You acquired knowledge, you acquired resources, you acquired perseverance, you acquired intuition strengthening, okay? Because you followed your intuitive guidance, you followed your intuitive knowing, you followed your sixth sense, if you will, that something was on the other side of wherever it was that you decided to go, that everybody else was directing you against, right? They were trying to derail you or deter you. That is the discernment that needs to be utilized at this time because there is a natural shifting taking place from those that are going to be in a looping of a deterred or distracted mind and those that are going to be of clear sight, clear body, clear energy, and clear vibe. And it's a naturation, okay? It's a naturation that is going to take place. It's not good or bad, right or wrong. It just is. It is not good or bad, right or wrong. It just is. And now you have to be able to follow without being led. You have to be able to follow without being led because you are listening to your internal guidance. And if you have a hard time discerning and deciphering whether or not it is your intellect or it is outside influence, you have to take a few moments to be still. You have to get still with self. So meditation is monumental. Okay. So right now I have a 30-day plank challenge going on that you just need to get with yourself for 60 seconds. And right here on this little app where we at together right now, you got a timer that you can go for 60-second video, right? And in that 60 seconds, you drop into a plank, whatever a plank looks like for you, and you recite or you meditate on everything that you're grateful for, right? But the reason why I stated gratitude, but because gratitude brings a plethora of opportunities and resources and more things to be grateful for. So an attitude of gratitude creates a plethora of opportunities. However, it also gives you present moment, right? It connects you to the present moment. And when you're in a grateful space, you have a hard time finding things to be ungrateful for. Like, that's just really how that works. But it also is a moment of meditation where you can actually be still and focus, right? So if you're trying to focus on all the things that you're grateful for, you're trying to bring yourself into that present moment and be connected to the now. So in that space, you can then quiet the mind. So even if you have a hard time at first being able to do it, it's going to be the continuity of the action that is going to bring about the results that you seek. So utilize that to be able to get you into a quiet space, because you are going to have to be able to hear the proper guidance. Just like when you decided to go on this journey or this path and everyone else was deterring you from it, and you were like, nope, that's what I'm going to do, and you didn't care what other people were thinking about it. That's the level of energy you need to acquire now, because that is going to get you through the distraction and the noise, because it is loud. It is significantly loud, and it can be deafening to the internal that you really need to be letting guide the external perception around you if you do not know how to go inside and quiet the noise in order for the proper voices to be heard.